Hey guys, welcome back. It's Epic's What If, and today we're back with another episode on What If Naruto was adopted by Kakashi Senpai. In the previous episode, we left off with Naruto being successful in bringing Tsunade back to the Hidden Leaf, which is pretty dope, if I do say so myself. And I do say so myself because this is my What Ifs. Now, what's going to happen this time around? Tsunade decides to join Naruto and go back to the village. Now, Naruto, Tsunade, and Jiraiya leave for the village and to crown Tsunade as the new Hokage. In the village, Tsunade does the first thing, that is, goes ahead and meets with the third Hokage, who is still alive because of plot reasons, and he's still pretty okay. Tsunade heals him up in the hospital, and they decide to have a bit of a talk for old time's sake, and, they chat about Jiraiya, Tsunade, their old team, Orochimaru, his old behaviors, his new behaviors, his death, all of that shit, and it's pretty emotional if I do say so myself, and I do say so myself. I'm saying this way too much. Let's move on with our lives again. Alright. Now, what's going to happen after Tsunade becomes Hokage? The first thing that she's going to be doing is naming the tunings that are going to be selected from the tuning exam, And the tunings would be, first off, one of them is going to be Naruto, because she has seen Naruto in the battlefield. She knows how smart he can be. The third Hokage had also thought that Naruto is currently pretty good when it comes to the battlefield. He's got an analytical mind when it comes to the battles. He knows how to do things, what to do, and he can come up with strategies out of the blue, like that. That is how good he is. So he was a no-brainer. Next one is Sasuke, because he is awesome as well. And the final one is going to be Shikamaru, because Shikamaru is awesome. Now, let's move on with our lives. Again, what's going to happen to the 2-year time skip? Because I don't think anything else is going to happen before the 2-year time skip. Oh yeah, sorry, the Sound 4. I don't know if I've had them attack already. They're going to attack to try and kidnap Sasuke because of orders from Kabuto this time around. Yes, he actually managed to escape after the injury. And they try to capture Sasuke, but they're gonna fail pretty terribly if you understand how powerful everyone is. Sasuke and Naruto were hanging out after a festival and some celebration for being promoted to Chunin, and they're going to be ambushed by the Sound 4 behind a dark alley, like cliches go. The Sound 4 are going to be pretty evenly matched in the beginning, but once the the curse marks start revealing themselves, Naruto and Sasuke realize that we're going to have to get a bit harder on this, and might want to go to the rooftops, alert somebody else. Sasuke starts using his Sharingan to dodge attacks and figure out what's going to happen. Naruto uses his Sage Trading to basically preemptively dodge and essentially feel his way around the environment, having some pretty decent knowledge as to where the punches and where the attacks are going to land. In a few moments, they're going to be fighting on the rooftops with people not understanding what's happening there. Some kids are having fun, I guess. The Sound 4 are realizing what they're trying to do, but Naruto and Sasuke start taunting them, Naruto basically starts telling them that, well, aren't you the merry lot? What are you here to do? Capture Sakura? And they're going to get pretty pissed about that, and they're not going to see what's happening around them. In a few moments, a few Jonins are going to appear behind the Sound 4 and chop them down. Literally chop them down, swords and all. And Naruto also, he was fighting using the Executioner's Blade, but he quickly realized that this thing is too heavy for him to maneuver with, and decided to put it inside of a seal and go hand to hand immediately. Whatever. Life goes on, I suppose. The 2-year time skip now. Let's get into it right away. What's going to happen for the 2-year time skip? First off, Naruto is going to be a bit reluctant in the beginning to leave, but he is convinced by Kakashi that he should probably go with Jiraiya. As you know, Jiraiya is his godfather. He has been around him for quite a while. He does trust him a lot. And Kakashi feels this would be good for Naruto's character as well, that he gets to spend 2 years outside of the village just training with Jiraiya, which could be pretty helpful for him. Now, Naruto is going to be learning the Sage Mode. He's going to be learning He's going to be learning physical training and a fuck ton of seals. A fuck ton of seals. He's going to go from a decent beginner level seal master to a master level seal master, I suppose. I don't know what word to use instead of that, but he becomes pretty good, and he could probably give most Jonin a run for their money when it comes to seals. Now, what's going to happen after that? Well, Sasuke's going to be in the village training with Kakashi and my guy, because my guy is pretty good pals with Kakashi. He's probably going to help train Sasuke in the physical aspect of Naruto jutsus, of the Narutoverse, sorry. And Kakashi's going to be going more in the aspects of the Sharingan and the powers that it wields itself. And now I'm going to move on from that as well. They're all going to join up after 2 years approximately on the field. Naruto seems to have grown quite a bit from when he left. He's taller than before, and he's wearing a red cloak around his back, which is basically the signifier that Naruto has indeed passed the sage training for the Toads and has become a Toad Sage. And it's a pretty cool red shirt, so I'm going to allow him to have that throughout the entire time. Sasuke himself is also going to be pretty fucking talented after the 2 years. Kakashi's going to teach him restraint. He's going to teach him meditation because of the sage art that he himself has learned. Guy is going to be teaching him the importance of physical training and all of that, and that's going to go on as it does. Sasuke is a pretty well-rounded fighter, not only being pretty good with the Sharingan, but also having a lot of jutsus under his belt and being pretty decent with the gate technique that Guy had, and also a lot of physical training. So Sasuke is a pretty muscular guy now. He's not buff in any way, but he's got some pretty decent muscles growing around him, and he has grown quite a bit, looking like he's probably around his 17 years of age to 18, 17 to 18 years of age, which is pretty decent for a guy who's probably 15 right now. Now, what else is going to happen? Who am I forgetting? Right, it's Sakura. Sakura is going to be training with Lady Tsunade doing shit. Now, moving on with our lives once more. They're all going to be reuniting in the Hidden Leaf after the 2 years is done. Approximately 3 years, to be honest. What has Naruto done throughout his travels this 3 years? Naruto is going to be traveling throughout the sand, the stone, the mist, the rain, all of these villages, because, Jiraiya feels he needs to understand all of these villages. The sand is going to be a pretty decent travel because Gaara is his friend, and, Gaara is the new Kazekage, so that's good for Naruto as well. He's going to be, super excited when Gaara gets the Kazekage position. Naruto would probably want to be there for the ceremony where Gaara is going to be crowned the new Kazekage, and he is there for the ceremony. What else happens? During his travels around the Rain Village, I think that's what it's called, whatever, he actually encounters a woman of blue hair who has got blue hair, and she is actually a pretty kind woman. She treats Naruto pretty well, and Naruto has a good conversation with her. He finds out that her name is Konan, if he's not mistaken, and both of them really enjoyed each other's company, and Konan said that she had to leave, and Naruto was pretty sad to see her go, but he did ask her if she would be here again, and Naruto wanted to come back here to meet her again because she was pretty kind to him, and we could always use more of that. And Naruto leaves, and Konan is like, of course I'll be here, this is my home, and Naruto's pretty happy with that. And throughout the 2 years, he regularly goes to the Hidden Rain Village, which is not something that might seem plausible, but Jiraiya would probably want Naruto to travel the villages as well. So, the main 2 years, he's just going to be training him a lot. And there's going to be 1 year, I'm going to give it 3 years, basically. 1 year where he's just going to be roaming the villages, trying to live on his own, seeing what Jiraiya trained him, if he actually got all of that in his brain. And, meeting Konan, Jiraiya is actually, he's going to be spying on Naruto throughout this entire time because he's not irresponsible. He doesn't want anything to happen to Naruto. And he manages to see this person. And he's like, she reminds me of someone. And when he hears that this person's name is Konan, he goes into a bit of a shock. He's like, oh my god, that's no way. It can't be. Whatever shit. He is like, I must meet her. I must meet her. This is great news. She's still alive. And Jiraiya wants to meet her, but he feels something's off, so he's not gonna jump onto it right now. Maybe some other time. What else is going to happen? Right, Naruto, he's going to be frequently visiting the Hidden Rain, and Conan and Naruto are actually going to grow pretty close as people. Conan sees Naruto as a younger brother now, Naruto being like a fucking splitting image of Yahiko and having the same personality as Yahiko, that dumb guy who's like super into friends and loyalty and all of that shit, peace and all that shit. And all of his talks about, making the ninja world a better place to live for everybody, showing everybody kindness and love and all that shit. It gets to Conan, and she's starting to see more of Yahiko in him, and she basically thinks he's such a nice boy. I hope nothing ever happens to him. Just normal shit that they would think in the ninja world. One day, Conan was talking with Pain. She did mention Naruto, and Pain, after hearing what Conan says of him, all of this shit about him wanting to change the world, wanting to bring peace, but not with hatred, but through love and all that shit. Even though he was mistreated throughout his life and all that shit, he's like, it's nothing. I get why the villagers are mad at me. I have the nine-tailed fox, something that is possibly the most dangerous tool inside the entire world. When he did say he had the nine-tailed fox inside of him, Conan knew what would happen to him. She hid the fact that Naruto was a nine-tailed container from Pain for now, but he might find out eventually. We don't know. And she does not want Pain to know. Not right now, at least. She's going to try to protect Naruto. It's pretty sad. Now, Pain, after all of this, one day he decides to tail Conan, and of course Conan does meet with Naruto. He's been around the Hidden Rain for about 2 months now. In 2 months, both of them have grown pretty close, to be honest. And, Pain basically hears in on their conversation, and he's like, damn, he is pretty much like Yahiko, isn't he? I wonder. And, Pain decides to visit Naruto once and just go for a talk with one of his bodies, the Yahiko body, just go ahead and talk with Naruto. Currently, he's not in the mood to capture Naruto because he understood that Naruto was the nine-tailed fox. The moment he laid eyes on him, he was like, I can sense the nine tails inside of him. So, he's the nine tails container. I wonder why Conan hid that from me. And, for now, they don't need the nine tails right away. So they're like, maybe later on. For now, well, let's just talk to him. Let's see what Conan is so obsessed about. And, Pain goes ahead and talks with Naruto, and he quickly realizes why Conan was so, well, infatuated? No, not really. So interested? No. Why she was so, well, essentially so in love with this kid. He was a splitting image of Yahiko, and Pain quickly saw that, and he was like, damn, he's a pretty nice boy, isn't he? It's sad what is going to happen to him soon enough. Pain does confront Conan about this, and she's like, Pain, please, you can't do this. He's too innocent for this. Isn't there another way? And they both do wonder that. Is there another way? Doubtful, but for Conan's sake, why am I keep saying Yahiko? Why do I keep saying Yahiko? Fuck. For Conan's sake, Pain does want to find it and go with it. But for now, he's just going to be talking with Naruto regularly, and pretty quickly, he's going to, basically see Naruto as a friend. And that's pretty cool, if I do say so myself. I don't know why.